Let's kick things off with America's happiest felon, Donald Trump. He's ahead in the polls, but he's not resting on his laurels. He's at rallies talking about the issues that matter.
The other day, I got very angry. Some man called Chris Christie fat. And I said, sir, and then he said he was a pig. I said, sir, Chris Christie is not a fat pig. Please remember that. A waitress came over, beautiful waitress, and I never like talking about physics. She's beautiful inside. I don't even order bacon anymore. You know, bacon's gone up like 5. I said, it's too expensive. I don't want it. I don't want it. Byron likes bacon. Sleepy Joe also declared that he wanted to test his skills and stamina against mine on the golf course. And I will even give Joe Biden 10 strokes aside. 10 strokes, that's a lot.
Joke's on you, Donald Trump. Joe Biden's already had 10 strokes. But yes, if you missed Donald Trump's rally yesterday, he had very important things to say, like Biden sucks at golf, Chris Christie is fat, and once I saw a hot waitress.
I have to say, this was the first time I ever heard Trump talk about a woman's inner beauty. Maybe he's maturing. Either that or he thinks there's more boobs to find on the inside. Of course, it wasn't all boobs and bacon, which coincidentally is the title of my memoir coming out this Christmas. Trump did touch on some important issues in a very dramatic way. And to be clear, we did not add this music.
We are a nation where fentanyl and all other forms of illegal drugs are easier to get than groceries to feed our beautiful families and babies. Mothers will never again be forced to watch their children overdosing and hospitaling. And we will never allow mothers to watch their child hopelessly dying in their arms, screaming, "What can I do? What can I do? Help me, God, what can I do?"
Never thought I'd say this, but I miss him talking about the hot waitress.
Help me, God, what can I do? I mean, what chilling words about the opioid crisis, which were slightly undercut by the crisis he moved on to in the very next sentence.
What can I do? What can I do? Help me, God, what can I do? We are a nation whose once revered airports are a dirty, crowded mess. You sit and wait for hours and then are notified that the plane won't leave, that they have no idea when they will.
Wow, what a smooth transition from there's blood in the streets to, and why do I have to check my bags at the gate?
They're killing us with fentanyl, and I'm in boarding group 6? Now, the reason why Trump is having a blast on the campaign trail is because his opponent, Joe Biden, whose poll numbers are hovering somewhere between uh-oh and oh shit. But worry not, Biden's team has a plan. Tomorrow, he'll hold a press conference to show that he's fully in charge of all his faculties. Unfortunately, their branding isn't helping.
The next test is what the White House says will be some kind of a big boy press conference.
He'll have a press conference, a big boy press conference, his big boy press conference, a big boy press conference. I guess a big boy press conference is what we're calling it.
Oh my God, stop saying big boy press conference. It sounds like he's going to show everyone that he can tie his own shoes. Although, at this point, it would be reassuring to see him do that.
But some Democrats aren't waiting to see whether Biden can get through his big boy presser without a binky. Now, every day brings new lawmakers openly questioning whether Biden should remain as the nominee. And today, one of the party's biggest names weighed in.
Nancy Pelosi passed up a golden opportunity to say President Biden should stay in the race.
Does he have your support to be the head of the Democratic ticket?
As long as the president had it's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short. He's beloved. He is respected, and people want him to make that decision.
Keep in mind, Biden has said about 50 times that he's staying in the race. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. The Lord Almighty couldn't get me out of this race. And Pelosi's going, yep, great. Just let us know when you decide. Clock's ticking, tick-tock. I mean, that's the same energy my mom had when I told her I was going into comedy. She still calls me up today like, have you made a decision about medical school yet? By the way, it probably doesn't help that as she was speaking, I kept thinking, man, I wish that Biden could channel the youth and vigor of Nancy Pelosi.
But Pelosi wasn't the biggest name to come out against Biden today because while she was gently nudging him out of the race, an even more powerful Democrat was running him over with a steamroller.
All right, this just into CNN. Big Democratic donor George Clooney, of course, the actor, has just called for President Biden to step aside. The actor writes, it's devastating to say it, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe Big Effing Deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate.
In short, Clooney says this is about age, nothing more. He adds, we are not going to win in November with this president.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble when even Danny Ocean is saying we can't pull this one off.
Of course, I will say, it's easy for him to say Biden's too old. Clooney doesn't age. He doesn't know what it's like for us mortals to slowly decline while he becomes more and more fuckable, just saltier. And more peppery, the glint in his eyes glowing ever more brightly,
Jordan,
and the smile, and those supple lips
Jordan,
are just so supple. And he draws you in with
the
those.
Clooney thing again.
I'm doing the Clooney thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Clooney thing again.
Jesus, get it together.
It's so beautiful.
God. Keep it in your pants. The point is, Clooney isn't just a random celebrity. He's a major fundraiser for the Democratic Party. Last month, he helped raise $30 million for Joe Biden. Wait, while we were all distracted by this op-ed, who was watching the money? Oh, it was a heist the whole time. Clooney!
Clooney, such a clever, sexy silver fox of a man who's just got those lips. Those lips you could lose yourself in. I'm sorry.
So
It's just, he's a lot. But you know what? It's important to remember that as of now, only 8 House Democrats have called on Joe Biden to step down. And the dissenters might get all the headlines, but there are hundreds of other Democrats who are still with Joe Biden. But with a skeptical public, now is the time for them to make their case to the people. So let's hear their enthusiasm. What do you say, Congressman Jim Clyburn?
We're riding with Biden. We're riding with Biden.
Did anyone mention Harris?
We are riding with Biden.
Was there conversation about Vice President?
We are riding with Biden.
Was there conversation about Vice President Kamala Harris in there?
We are riding with Biden.
Okay. I wouldn't say that was enthusiasm I was hearing there. I'm riding with Biden. Sounds like you're in a Thelma and Louise situation.
Yeah, that's the same tone of voice you use when you don't like the man your best friend is marrying, but you're a bridesmaid. So congratulations, Becky and Mark. He hit on me at the rehearsal dinner, but Mark's our man. Mark's our man. We don't talk anymore.
Okay, all right. You know what? Maybe we don't need enthusiasm. We just need an argument. A good, strong argument for supporting him as the nominee. Sell us on him.
You know, if President Biden declines to leave voluntarily, then we have no choice but to, support him as our nominee.
I am fully behind him as our nominee until he's not our nominee.
Okay, again, less an argument and more a statement of fact. It's like if your mother-in-law asks you if you like the dinner she made, and you say, you made a dinner. And it was food. And I will eat the food until there is other food.
Come on. I mean, if Trump is an existential threat to democracy and you're not making the case for Biden to drop out, then you gotta explain why you keep supporting him. Go!
Do you support keeping Biden as your nominee? No comment. Do you support keeping Biden at the top of the ticket? No comment. Do you think that Biden just stays your nominee? I love that tie.
I love that tie. Do you mind if I hang myself with it instead of answering your question? Actually, you know what? Actually, I wonder what it was he liked about that tie. Can we have another angle on that? Okay, yeah. Oh. That makes sense. Yeah. Like, Democrats, listen, we're not going to sit here and tell you what to do. But whatever you do, actually do it. This indecisive waffling only makes you look like you don't have the courage of your convictions. Either tell Joe that he needs to go or stand by him and really make the case for him.
Yeah. Or don't. Spend the next 4 months running around saying, I don't know. But when November comes, the only thing you're going to be saying is this.
What can I do? What can I do? Help me, God. What can I do?